What's up? It's your boy Loui Paso. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard on the set. Oh.
We back to back in double laws, run sick and needy home. Hopping on them PJs like a pound, think I need cologne.
All right, so we got the one and only Loui Paso jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
Oh, on the set.
What's up? How you feeling today, bro?
Shit, you know that shit. We blessed. We here.
Absolutely.
You know, running these millions up.
There you go, man. Yeah, you want to shout your boy sitting up there with you today too, man?
Well, that's Prodigy to the world if y'all don't know.
Nah, that's what's good, man. So what else you working on while you're here in Atlanta, bro?
Shit, we just run around doing some promos and shit like that, some marketing for a couple singles.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Doing a couple things with the labels. About to heat this shit up.
There you go,
I'll
man.
take over Atlanta a little bit.
Come on, man. Shit's wide open these days, man.
We already took over Cali and New York.
Huh.
That shit is only right we take over Atlanta.
There you go. Gotta get that down south market too, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always like Atlanta and Houston right now.
It's been a little while, but shit, we back. We back in Atlanta now.
For sure, man. And originally from Southside Jamaica Queens, right?
Yeah, seriously. Queens get the money.
Yeah. So talk about your upbringing. Like, what were you into as a kid and everything in Queens, man?
As a kid, I was into video games and stealing cars.
Playing any sports or anything? Or?
Nah, I wasn't really into sports. Just playing video games and stealing cars.
Okay. What would you say you jumped off the porch? How old were you at the time?
Probably like 9 years old, stole my first car.
9 years old. Is that how you taught yourself how to drive then too?
Yep. Stole my first car at 9, and it was over after that. I couldn't go without a car. Now I got a bunch of cars.
What was that first one you took? You remember?
It was a van. It was like a minivan. I forgot the name of the minivan. It got like the star logo. Astro van.
Oh, I remember the Astro van.
And the Astro van. Where niggas started that bitch over the screwdriver.
God damn.
For real. It was like 3 of us too. It was like 3 of my homies. It was like young as hell. We all started out with like screwdrivers. I had like three minivans just cruising. My other man hit the cop car, smacked it, jumped out, started running. That shit was crazy as hell. Some young ass niggas bugging out.
Now a minivan. How could you even reach the pedals and like see over the steering wheel? You just.
Oh no, right? That shit was crazy, though. He used to be wilding, thugging, and bugging.
God damn. Did you ever get caught taking a car?
Nah, but I ran out of gas. With a car. All type of shit. I didn't even stole the motherfucking, you know the people who cut the grass? Mm-hmm. Who be cutting the grass, the Mexicans? One time I was young, nigga ain't had no motherfucking money. Nigga jumped out, took the gas shit, the motor lawn, poured that bitch up in the car, jetted off. Jetted off in that motherfucker.
What was one of your favorite cars that you took back then, man?
Back then, I think like the Honda Civics and the Infinities.
Okay.
Them Infinities is fast as hell. The police wasn't catching me in that. That was the original striker.
Did it get to the point where you were targeting certain cars? Like, man, I want this shit, or was it just whatever was available?
It was whatever. Niggas was taking a Domino's Pizza Man car. Niggas would call him up, order pizza 3 houses down, and jump in his car when he jumped out to go ring the bell. We was bad as hell.
When did you finally let that shit go? Like, or you know, when you were probably able to buy your own cars, like I don't need to steal shit no more.
Once I started getting some money, got my first car from a fiend, and then that shit was golden after that shit. I felt like the man. I had my own car, pink title. Shit was lit.
God damn.
Shit was lit then.
How much you pay him?
Like I paid that nigga 8 ball and some work.
I was gonna say, I know you had to get that shit for cheap, man.
I paid that nigga 8 ball and some work. That nigga gave me that bitch fast as hell.
How long did you keep that first one, man?
We was young, so I probably had that shit for probably like 2 months. I fucked it up, pouring antifreeze with an oil go.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, that's when I was young. Ain't no shit about cars. Now, shit, a whole different ball game.
What's one of your favorite cars that you own right now or that you've owned in the past?
I think Well, in the past, I had a couple cars in the past. I done had Porch painted mirrors. I done had Benzes, GT63s. Right now, no, I say probably, huh? Oh yeah, Mustangs, those are my cars too, them muscle cars. I say probably my favorite car right now would probably be the Dawn. Yeah, I like driving my Dawn.
Is that like the everyday car, or you switch it up?
I feel like a ghetto pastor. I feel like a ghetto pastor in the Dawn.
I dig it, man.
Everybody would say what's up to you when you with a Dodge. In traffic and shit, tell you, hey, you got a nice car. I'm like, shit, I know. Like this. Oh, what? Shit, I know.
All right, so talk about some of the trials and tribulations you had to overcome, you know, during your life so far, man.
Well, shit, really just balance, figuring this shit out for real, figuring out, like, what I really wanted out of motherfucking life. Like, what a nigga really want to go in life, you feel what I'm saying? Coming up with goals and shit like that and shit. The tribulations, jail, shit, you know, shit being fucked up, being broke, shit like that. But, you know, you gotta just stay to it, stay down till you come up, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah. Did you ever have to sit down for a long time, or was it mostly just in and out shit? Or?
No, I did 3 years in jail.
Oh, shit.
I did 3 years in jail and shit. Well, in prison, you know?
In New York, or?
Yeah, in New York, yeah.
God damn, man. So what was that experience like, man?
You know, niggas hear a lot of stories about Rikers Island, you know. That shit was like home. I've been going that bitch since I was 14, so it was like, you know, at one point that shit was like, that's like vacation from the hood. You get to go see all your homies, shit like that, but then you grow out of that shit.
Yeah. And what was your sentence? Was it 3 years, or was it like 5 or 10 or some shit?
No, it was 5 years. It was 5 years, 3 years, 3 years in jail I ended up doing, and 2 years parole.
Okay.
Or
where are you at mentally when they give you that sentence then? Right? You're kind of like down on yourself?
I was saying I was kind of tight. I was kind of tight because I had mad shit going on. I had like 6 cars. Probably had like 200K in the bank or on the cut. You feel me? Came on fucked up though. Cars gone. Niggas done lost my cars. Motherfuckers and ran through my money, all type of shit. You feel me?
God damn.
I had to start from ground zero.
Shoot. And how'd you stay positive during that time too, man?
Shit, reading books in the music industry, coming up with game plans. I'm gonna come home and take over this shit.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of niggas out here playing. So while they was out here playing with their time, I was getting my shit right. So when I come home, I could take over their time.
Yeah. So you was already rapping before you went in there, right?
Kinda, yeah, I can
Just
say
not
yeah.
seriously?
Yeah, I wasn't serious though. 'Cause I still having fun in the streets. The streets is fun. The streets is fun until you go to jail.
Yeah. Is that what made you really want to take the music shit serious then? Like, man, fuck going to jail, man. Like, let me go focus on something more positive.
Nigga ain't want to be going to jail left and right. You feel me? Especially when you getting some money. Like my last bid, like I said, I was up like a duck. So when you go home, I mean, when you go to jail and then you got like 200K tucked away, and then you come home fucked up, that shit hit different. You know what I mean? For real, that shit hit different. For real. So it's like you trying to get your shit back up. You feel me? So it's like that's a lesson learned though. You know what I mean?
Not real shit, man. And taking a step back, like what motivated you or inspired you to start rapping at first? Was it just like people in the neighborhood that was doing this shit, or?
Yeah. It was mad niggas. It was mad niggas in my hood. It just used to be rapping and shit. And niggas used to always tell me like, man, you need to take this rapping shit serious and woo. I used to be drunk, just fucking around in the hood, just rapping. And then one day I was like, fuck it. And I was around everybody already, like the Lloyd Banks and the 50 Cents and the Mobb Deeps and all them motherfuckers, Uncle Murda, all them niggas. I was around all them niggas when they was lit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, a nigga was like, damn, nigga might as well rap. These niggas getting money off it.
Real shit. Like when you're that close to it, it makes it seem like it's achievable for you.
Yeah,
too,
hell yeah.
Like,
but the only thing is at them times, you know, you be young, so it's like you getting street money, so it's like these niggas getting money, but you ain't even figure out or crack the code on how they getting the money yet. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you like, and this probably go out to all the artists out there for real, because niggas probably going through the same shit. At that point, you be like, And fuck what bro talking about, nigga. I gotta go get to this bag, nigga. You already getting the bag, you feel me? Nigga, that shit ain't paying me right now.
Nah, very true, man.
But you gotta stick to that motherfucker. As long as you stick to that shit, you gonna get some type of money on it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some type of money on out of this shit.
Yeah, and talk about the relationship with you and Prodigy, man, because I understand you guys were pretty close.
Yeah, Prodigy was my dog. Prodigy was my dog. That was like a mentor who taught me a lot about the music industry and shit like that. But then, like I said, when I got incarcerated, he passed away and shit. So when he passed away, that shit was a little crazy. You feel me? But yeah, I learned a lot from P though. We used to just be like, kicking it. We used to go to like a bunch of, I'd have been on Coachella's tours. I'd have been on Rock the Bell tours. Nigga, that shit was lit with them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Prodigy and Mobb Deep, those legends. Havoc, shout out to Havoc.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? That shit was lit back then.
Yeah, I'm sure just even experiencing that shit was probably like an eye-opener.
Hell yeah, especially being young. You know what I'm saying? Nigga in the studio, friends of my channel, like, yo, just stay here, bro. We gonna knock records on. I'm like, nigga, I gotta go get to the money on. Nigga, the phone is clicking. I gotta go get to the money on.
What's one piece of game that Prodigy gave you that really stuck with you, man?
Just have confidence. You know what I mean? Just be confident in what you do. You know what I mean? Always perfect like your craft. You know what I'm saying? He was big on perfecting your craft because he like a lyricist. So it was like that's not like the nowadays rappers. So it was like he was really like, oh, you gotta get in the pit and you gotta tighten your shit up and tighten this up and tighten that up. And he really gave me that Mamba mentality to be like, look at this shit like this shit. The NBA is different leagues. You got the little dogs, you got the dogs in the middle, and then you got the big dogs. So you gotta figure out which one you wanna be. You wanna be a little dog, the nigga in the middle, or a big dog? I'm the big dog.
Yeah, he was definitely a goat in this shit, man.
Yeah.
And at one point you were signed to Uncle Murda too, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to Uncle Murda. Uncle Murda had some shit going on with him. That shit was going lit at the time. Everything he was doing was touching, was going crazy.
What was that experience like, getting to work with him and like hands-on with that shit then?
That shit was lit because that was the times when I used to be coming to Atlanta a lot and shit. And he used to be coming to Atlanta a lot too. So I used to be always going with him to Atlanta. And shit, we used to be moving around with everybody. T.I., Waka Flocka, everybody. I'm talking about like, when this shit was jumping in the A. You feel what I'm saying? All-Star Weekend, all that shit. That shit was jumping.
Yeah, man. I'm sure just coming down here and like experiencing that shit once again, that's like, damn. This shit possible. Bro.
Hell yeah. Another thing I miss too, CIAA. That shit used to be jumping too. Yeah. I ain't been to CIAA in a minute.
Yeah, I used to go to that shit. That shit be lit, man. That weekend would be crazy as hell. Yeah.
Word. The parties used to go crazy back there.
Yeah. And you ended up moving to LA. Was that after you came home then? Was that a few years later or?
Yeah. It was like right when I was getting on parole. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of New York.
Okay.
That shit, New York gonna have me and my ass back in jail. Feel me? The police be on my dick in New York. I gotta get the fuck away from them. Yeah. I ain't got time to be getting caught up left and right. You just, every time I drive my car, y'all just own me for no reason.
God damn. And why'd you choose LA out of everywhere else, huh?
Probably the culture. I say the culture is just different. The culture is like more like it's like New York City. It's like New York City. It's like New York City and Atlanta put in one. For real. You feel me? Because that shit is just active and they move fast. You feel what I'm saying? So it got like the New York part of moving fast, and then it got like the Atlanta part of like all the tricks and J's. You feel me?
And I know a lot of people from New York end up moving out there anyway, so you're probably gonna run into some people you already know it too.
Yeah, I run into mad people. Me and the game got hella cool. Yeah, I ran into a lot of people out there, man. I fuck with LA, that shit is home. You run into everybody. No matter where you at, you gonna run into motherfuckers in LA. And if you got some motion, niggas gonna fuck with you. That's how it goes. You feel what I'm saying?
And as far as the music scene in LA, how were you, received out there? Was that an easy transition? Like people was really fucking with you? Did you get embraced and everything?
Oh yeah, niggas was fucking with me like crazy out there in Atlanta. I mean in LA. LA, they go crazy like I said, the game. I ended up fucking linking with Ye, with Kanye West.
Oh shit.
Draco the Ruler, rest in peace.
Yeah, man. What was it like working with the game and everything?
The game, that shit was lit because he creative. He's like vibing with him almost gave me like feeling like the Mobb Deep era again. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause he just so talented. You feel what I'm saying? You just never know with the game. The game's so creative. He'd take some shit and just turn it to a masterpiece.
Oh, shit.
You feel me?
Yeah. And you also got a good relationship with Zeus, right?
Oh yeah, that's their family. Shout out to Zeus, shout out to Nikki, shout out Papa Bit.
Okay. Now family, you talking like blood related or?
Yeah, that's the bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, like, you know, there's so many misconceptions about folks, man. Like, what can you tell us about Zeus that the average fan probably doesn't know, man?
Zeus, solid as they come. That's the most I can say about him. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro in the cut, so it's like he's solid. You feel me? Bro, solid as they come. No cap.
I take it, man. All right, so what's the single we pushing right now? You got a bunch of new videos that are going crazy right now, man.
New single we pushing right now called Zeus.
Okay.
I mean, featured me and Tory Lanez. Should just drop.
Oh, shit.
Make sure y'all go listen to that.
That should drop what, today? Yesterday? Because I didn't see that one. You must have just dropped
Yeah, that shit just dropped today, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that shit dropped last night.
Oh shit, man. Mm-hmm. So was this some shit you had in the tuck with Tory, or? Because I know he's still recording while locked up, but I don't know how he's pulling this shit off. So maybe we don't want to blow his cover.
Yeah, you know the bro cooks. He sent me some shit, man. You know, he sent me some shit. He was fucking with the record, and you know that shit was golden after that. You feel me, bro? Like heat that shit up while I'm locked up. So you know, I'm gonna do the job. I'm gonna get the job done.
Nah, that shit hard right there. I'm gonna have to go check that out because, like I said, I didn't know you had dropped that one.
So, yeah, we just dropped that motherfucker. That shit cold.
Okay. Do you plan to shoot a video in it?
Yeah, we in the midst of doing that right now.
Okay.
Video coming. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah. And you got the other single, the EDD Dead. This shit going crazy on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that EDD Dead. They fucking with that.
Yeah.
They fucking with that. EDD over. That shit had a good run though. That shit had a good run. I see a lot of people who look like they was going to like it was a salsa wars with Suge Knight and that motherfucker. Everybody was drippy.
Man, what was the inspiration for that song? Like, what was you going through that day, man? Because that record's turned, man.
That day I was just thinking about like all these capping ass motherfuckers on the gram would just be capping down. Niggas ain't got it no more. You feel me? I'm like, nigga, that shit over. That's when I really realized that shit is over. That shit ain't coming back. Niggas then went super quiet. No cap. Before you see motherfuckers, Lambos, this, everybody renting something, everybody going to costume jewelry. Now, niggas is selling their jewelry.
Yeah, speaking of Graham, it's like every week you posting you in a different country and shit, Louis. You all over the world with this shit, man.
Yeah, we moving and grooving. We ain't got no time to stop.
No.
Shit, I like my life fast like my cars. Fast like my cars and my bitches. Nigga, we moving. Ain't got no time to sit still.
Yeah. What's been some of the favorite countries you went to recently, man?
I'll probably say like Dubai,
Okay.
the south of France. Brazil was cool. Africa super turned up. I fuck with London too. I'm about to be out there and shit. I got a lot of fans out there. Couple niggas I gotta tap in with. Do some records and shit. These niggas been fiending for me to come out there, so I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna go out there, go work with them niggas real fast.
Okay.
Cop some new clothes and shit like that, some new drip.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you be recording when you go out of the country too?
Yeah, hell yeah. Usually I fly my own equipment out.
Okay.
You feel me? Usually I got my own equipment, own engineer, and we lock in wherever the fuck we at, whether it's a hotel, Airbnb. No matter what that shit is, we locking in right there on the spot. You know, this shit's like the trap. This shit open non-stop, 24 hours.
Yeah, because I would say like the inspiration's going to hit you when you're out there since you're experiencing new things. It's like, man, it's going to give you some new ideas.
Yeah, all type of new ideas. I ain't gonna lie to you, the views are so crazy. Shit just so turned up, man. You feel a whole different vibe. That's how you create new music though, you feel me? It's like I said earlier, this shit like the NBA. You gotta go where your team is going, man. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute you might be in the NBA, 1 minute you might have to go overseas and play. It is what it is.
Real shit, man. Any countries on your bucket list that you haven't been to yet that you plan on hitting soon?
Yeah, I'm trying to slide to Japan right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to slide to Japan right now, see what the fuck going on over there. They all like new electronics and all that shit. I'm trying to go buy some of that shit. That's one thing I'm big on is electronics. My crib got everything in a motherfucker.
For real? Like a smart home, basically, right? You got everything?
Smart TV, smart everything. You come in my house start talking to you.
You see they got the smart fridges and all that shit too, man?
My refrigerator tell me every item just in there. I like it like that. I'm an organized person.
Bro, living in the future right here, man. That shit hard right there. Talk about this Frank Lucas record. I fuck with that one too, man.
Oh yeah, Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas, one of the ones that I was really in pocket on that one. You know what I'm saying? The cadence is crazy on that. That's one of the ones. I ain't gonna lie to you. Frank Lucas is one of the ones. That's one of my favorite records.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Frank Lucas is one of my favorites.
No, that shit definitely hard too, man. And you got the new one, Paparazzi, out too, man.
Yeah, Paparazzi. Yep.
What can you tell us about that record? Like, what was the inspiration and all that?
Paparazzi going crazy. You know, we did that shit in New York, right in front of the trap house. That's how you gotta do it. Like, when you're on the Porch right now, you gotta do that shit right in the trap house, organic, give it raw. You know what I mean? That raw shit. Like, when you give a fiend raw crack and they hit that shit, and that shit make them go haywire. They start jumping off the walls like it's The Exorcist.
I see you also got to work with Favio too, man.
Oh yeah, that's my brother, Free Favio.
Yeah, man. What was that experience like, man?
Oh shit, that's my dog from how long? So it's like
before the music shit?
Yeah, before the music shit. So that shit is like that's like being in the house with one of the bros up here. You feel me? It's like shit, nigga. That shit just be all the way organic. Like that shit is just like natural. I mean, we just be fucking around. We might just be playing around on records and come up with records. Feel me?
Yeah. You been able to talk to him since he been locked up?
Yeah, I just spoke to him. He was he got the app shit.
Oh, okay.
He got the jail app shit. So I've been talking to him. He in good spirits and shit like that. He can't wait to touch down. He loving what I'm doing. I'm heating this shit up, keeping this shit alive. So you know that's how that shit go. You know that nigga tough. He could do that time. It's like.
Yeah, he ain't got too much time, right? Man, you should be home any day.
That nigga come home any day.
Yeah. The management shit, is this some shit you've been planning to do, or is this some shit just popped up, or how'd you get into this shit? Man?
Well, I started out. Well, when I first came home from jail with Favio, I started out doing like a bunch of song placements.
Okay.
I still do song placements because you know that should be bringing a bag in. So. I did a couple song placements with like Favio, Chris Brown, a couple song placements with Favio, Nicki Minaj, Favio, Chris Brown, Favio, Kanye West, Favio, Blueface, Favio, The Game. I did a couple song placements. So right then and there showed me like my skills. Like I told you, when I was sitting down in jail, I write a lot of books. So that shit just showed me like skills that I was good at. You know what I'm saying? That's all it did was just show me skills I was good at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, I said, all right, cool. Managing might not be bad. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there a new project in the works, or are you just focusing on your singles and videos right now?
Now, we got a project coming. We cooking up a project. We got that shit cooking. That shit should be done soon. Okay. We definitely gonna get the fans a good project, something they can rock with all summer.
And what type of vibes have you been cooking up in the studio,
We
bro?
like I told you recently, I was just in South of France, so we got records for like, we gonna get turned up over there in Bagatelle. That's a little restaurant. Shit just be jumping over there. You ever go to South of France? You gotta go to Bagatelle. Should be turned to the max. So we got like music for like South of France. We got music for like urban music. We got all type of music. You know what I mean? Like the project gonna be one of the ones. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people. I watch a lot of people drop their projects, and them shits be sounding good, but a lot of them shit sound good, and a lot of them shit sound the same. So it's like, it's time for some new shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's time for some new shit. I feel like everybody sound the same. Everybody got like little cadences that they taking from each other. It's like no originality no more. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just bringing that shit back. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that shit make everybody else start doing that shit.
Real shit. And it's smart to do some shit for the international fans too, man.
Yeah.
Those be the biggest records.
Those are the biggest records and those are the biggest fans. And those are the biggest fans. Because when you go over there, them motherfuckers love you to death.
Nah, absolutely, man. Yeah.
I was just over there spending 30K. I was just spending 30K in Louis Vuitton in Paris. Everywhere I was going in Paris, they was going crazy for me.
God damn. And then you bring that drip back over here. It's like folks ain't got that shit, man.
Then I bring the drip over here, and they lose their mind when I post that motherfucker. It's so hard to get it. That shit ain't easy. Motherfuckers who shop, they know. That shit ain't easy to get. You ain't just, let me go to Rodale Drive. Nah, that shit might not even have that shit.
Yeah, you got to get them exclusive pieces from overseas, man. They don't be bringing everything over here.
Everything exclusive. You got to get the exclusive bags, exclusive belts, shoes, scarves, everything. Blankets. Go crazy. Just go crazy. That's what I do. I go on motherfucker and just grab a piece of everything.
Yeah. Have you always been big into fashion like that since a kid and everything?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, I'm from New York City. We love fashion.
Queens, man.
You know what I mean? We love fashion. Queens, to be exact. They love fashion though. You know what I mean? That's a fashion city. You know, Met Gala come to New York. We really big on that fashion shit. So it's like, you coming from New York, you gotta know how to dress. You don't know how to dress? I don't know. Don't come outside.
So what's some of your favorite brands right now? Louis or?
Yeah. Everything Louis.
Everything Louis.
Everything Louis. You know what I mean? I fuck with everything else though. I be blending shit up. I fuck with Balenciaga.
Okay.
I fuck with Mary a lot. You know what I mean? Bottega. I be mixing them up. Rick. You know what I mean? I mix it up. You gotta shuffle that shit up. If you don't know how to shuffle it up, you don't really know how to get dressed for real. That's how I feel. You can't just stick to one brand. Yeah. But Louis is my favorite though.
I got you, man. What's going on with you and WAC 100, man?
Oh, that's Unc. Shout out to WAC 100. Shout out to WAC 100. That's Unc right there. Unc go crazy. You know what I mean? That's the West Coast.
Okay. How'd you guys lock in? Just while you were out there living in LA?
Yeah, while I was living out there in LA, rest in peace, Pooh Rada. He was like a major key who put us together and shit. He had passed away, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Right after he came home from prison, he had passed away. So, you know, me and WAC just kept the ties tight, and we just, you know what I mean, kept it alive.
I got you, man.
We kept it alive where bro left off at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So looking ahead, what should fans expect for the rest of 2025, bro?
The fans should expect nothing but Louis. Every time you see me, you just gonna see Louis, 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 Louis. Every time you go on the internet, you're gonna see Louis, Louis, Louis. And OTS, that's it. That's it, that's the brand. If you don't see me, you're gonna see the guys. You're gonna see OTS, you're gonna see Natalie Nunn, you're gonna see Sizzy, you're gonna see Nunu, you're gonna see Dottie Star, you're gonna see Keys, you know what I mean? Non-stop, that's what we're gonna do. It's just like, keep applying pressure. We ain't stopping no time soon.
For sure, man. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
To the youth, shit, find a goal. Find one goal, stick to that shit and make that shit work. And then find another goal after that. That's the best advice I could tell a youthful person right now. Feel me? The why is, stick to what you know, get a game plan, come up with a goal, and stick to that one goal. Execute that goal and move on to the next one. That's it. You can't do 1,000,001 shit. You gotta be good at one thing first and then go to the next thing. That's how it goes.
Yep. That's wise words, and they're usually gonna open up doors for other things too, man.
Wise words, because you said that, man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Shit, tomorrow ain't promised. Niggas gotta get that shit today.
Real shit, man.
I mean, no cap.
Yeah, people dying younger and younger each day, man. Shit's sad out here, man.
Shit's sad. You gotta protect that shit with your life.
Gots to, man.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Well,
All right, Louis, you got any shout outs you want to give before we get you out of here, bro?
shout out OTS, the biggest fucking label in the building. You know what the fuck going on. On the set. Shout out to motherfucking Mega Millions. Shout out to OTS, all the artists on the motherfucking label. And shit, shout out to motherfucking Tory Lanez, free Tory. Uncle Speedy on. We back to back in double laws, you know, Speedy on. You know, we out here, man. We just turning this shit up real fast for these niggas. And free all the reals. And free all the real rights. Niggas who locked up. And, you know, rest in peace to all the ones who ain't here.
We back to back in double laws. laws when sick and needy home. Hopping on them PJs like a pound, think I need cologne.